Hey y'all, ego sono con los dominais per notem. What's up? Okay, so we are going to be doing a Saturn retrograde reading now, and this is going to be based on your astrological chart in the tropical system of where your Saturn house is placed. So Saturn is a transpersonal planet, which means that he's not as slow moving as, like, you know, Uranus, and he's not as quick moving as Mercury. And we are going to be looking at the house here. You can look at the sign as well, but this is just going to be focused mainly on the house, at least conveyed to me as to what the reading wants from me. So we are going to be discussing Saturn retrograde, and Saturn retrograde is from June 4th, 2022 to October 23rd, 2022. So the divination will be for that time period, what's going to happen for you. Also, if you are looking at this not betwixt those dates, then just do the fucking math. Okay, do the math. How many days is it from June 4th to October 23rd? And then it'll apply from when you watch the reading within that many days. Okay, I don't do fucking math, but you know, I mean, you could break out the calculator if you want to, but since all the readings here are timeless, I just want to, you know, let you know that in case you're looking at it at another point in time. So Saturn retrograde, Saturn is the planet of karma and life lessons and blah blah blah. And if you're familiar with any of my content, you know that I view Saturn as a fucking pimp-tastic motherfucker. So I don't have the stereotypical connotation of Saturn where he limits and blah blah blah. Saturn to me liberates, okay, because Saturn is the governor of the 10th house and of Capricorn, and Libra is the lower octave of Capricorn, and Libera in Latin, you know, the scales, blah blah blah, it essentially means free to liberate. Okay, so this is what we are going to be discussing, what is going to set you free, not what is going to restrict you or limit you. But it might be something that is coming back around again, something you are familiar with, because remember, Saturn is time, and he wants to see that you have taken the time to study the lesson that he has provided for you to set you free. So this reading is going to be based upon your astrological house. You must know the house of Saturn, and well, I mean, you don't fucking have to, but I mean, for this reading to apply, that's what the fuck it's based on. So we want to make sure that you check. I will have the links below as always where you can check your Saturn house placement, but you need the exact birth time to find the Saturn house placement. So we have some cards here, and basically the general gist of it is going to be what is coming back around to set you free, to emancipate you based on the houses. So let's start with house number 1. Let me see. Write down my handy dandy timestamps here. What is it? 3? Okay. Okay, so don't mind me. I don't think this video is going to be edited just because we have a lot to cover. So, I mean, there might be some weird... Fuck, I forgot my water. Oh, well, I already started. It's fine. Okay, so let's just try to see if this goes fast so I don't get fucking thirsty. All right, so for those of you guys with Saturn in house number 1, the Tower, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense because house 1 is Aries. House 1 is Aries and the Tower is Aries. So that kind of makes... Oh my God. The Star. Holy Jesus. And the Sun. Are you fucking shitting me? You got all majors. Oh my God. Oh my God. You have the Leo Aquarius axis. You have 2 fire signs. You have 2 Aquarius Aries axis, which is the 111 vibration, which is fucking magical. So what's going to be coming back around for you is there might be some sort of like near miss with like a tower moment that you experienced before. Now, what does the Tower do? The Tower is the lightning bolt of illumination. The Tower is not scary. The Tower shows you what is false in your experience, and he just simply dissolves that, okay? So that all of your dreams and wishes can be fulfilled in the most joyous and harmonious way. So a lot of energy here. If you have Saturn in the first house, you're most likely someone who can sometimes come off as a bit too serious. So this is saying to me here, what's coming back around to emancipate you is a chance to laugh at yourself, because I'm sensing that you guys had an experience and you're thinking of it right now. Whatever it is, it's going to be the same genre as of this tower moment that you thought about. And it had to do with something about the way that you viewed yourself. It's something to do with the way you viewed yourself, and you're going to be able to emancipate yourself, set yourself free by laughing at something that in the past would have caused you to doubt, or maybe go into some sort of introspection, something where you overly analyze yourself in a critical nature. So that's something that already happened, having to do with your self-identity, the way you express yourself, the way you view yourself. There was something that occurred, and it was shocking to you, quite frankly, and this already happened. Okay, what's happening now with this Saturn in the first house? If you have Saturn in the first house, then something is going to happen now, and you are innately just going to laugh at it, and it's not going to even feel like a tower moment. It's going to be something that doesn't even ruffle your feathers, but it's something major. It's something that I'm sensing you had perhaps like a lifelong issue with in terms of your self-identity, self-concept. And what's coming through now is for you to actually achieve your dreams in the most joyous way, because you are going to be liberated from the burden of self-criticism and how you were viewing yourself, because ain't not a motherfucker was viewing you that way. You were viewing you that way. And that is what is coming up here. So this has to do with something in terms of how you see yourself, because remember, Saturn in the first house, it's all about the identity of the self, and it's in a major way. So you might have like a major transformation in your self-identity. You might have like a makeover. Individuals might start telling you that you seem like a totally different person, or they might be asking you like, who are you, or whatever the fuck, right? Because you're going to change. You're transformed from whatever was burdening you, or what has burdened you, and you know what it is. It has something to do with your self-identity. You know what I'm talking about right the fuck now. Kiss that shit goodbye. Okay, that shit ain't gonna happen again. But what's gonna happen, a similar situation is gonna appear, and Saturn is gonna liberate you from the falsehood that you perceived in regards to yourself in this situation. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Group number 1. Let's go to group number 2. And what is our timestamp? Okay, I don't even know how we're gonna fucking do this reading, but here we the fuck go. So, Saturn in house number 2. What is coming through to liberate you? This guy wants to jump out. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, snap. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. You see, thank you, universe. Gracias. I love it when the cards do this. House number 2, the Empress, and Saturn, house number 2. House 2 is Taurus. Oh, snap. We have King of Cups, and we have King of Pentacles. Holy Jesus. So some of you might be Venus dominant as well. Some of you might literally actually be Taurus suns or Libra suns. It doesn't have to be, but I'm kind of picking that up. I'm picking up this energy of balance with the Libra, with the 2 kings here. Now you are going to Saturn in house number 2. This is potential for something stable in your physical realm environment with a partner. This is coming through. There's something here. There might be, and I'm going to just say it, what's coming through is 2 different suitors. Now we have 2 kings, but it could be 2 queens, or it could be a king and a queen. However, you know, whatever your preference is in that department, there's 2 motherfuckers that are coming through for you, okay? They're coming through, and they are going to offer you some stability. They're going to offer you some sort of financial gain or something of permanence. They're going to, some of you might be getting like a proposal for a marriage. Just for some of you might be being asked to live in together, and that is how Saturn is going to liberate you, because there's a choice to be made. So what I'm seeing here is that these 2 suitors are going to present themselves, and both are going to offer you stability, or there's at least going to be like a fork in the road, like a crossroads, where you are choosing betwixt one and the other, and it's going to be something stable being offered to you. I'm sensing it's more in a romantical sense, and for you, this is like you're going to get to live in the lap of luxury, however it works. There's someone's coming through, and they both can offer you stability. They both want commitment and security with you. They want to marry you. They want to have babies with you. They want all of this shit with you. So you have this choice right here, and it's you know, whatever decision you're gonna make, that's totally up to you. But what for you to know what the Saturn is saying is to liberate you, because I feel like maybe you've been dealing with two individuals for quite some time and you don't know which one is going to be more stable, but you are going to come to the realization, the liberation of making the choice, because what was keeping you confined and constricted, what you were not liberated from, was you couldn't decide. Again, that Libra energy, you were indecisive. You couldn't decide who you wanted or where you wanted to go, okay? And now you are going to be offered this sense of liberation, because both of these prospects are stable. I'm getting the song, I do want to say this might resonate with some of you, that song by the Spin Doctors. It's like an oldie, and it's called Two Princes. I feel like, you know, or you could put two princesses, or you could put one prince, one princess, whatever, okay? Whoever, you know, tickles your pickle, floats your boat, you know, floods your basement, whatever the fuck, okay? Whoever, there's be two motherfuckers coming through, okay? And they both want you, homie, or maybe you've already been dealing with them, but I'm sensing this is a choice that might have been going on already. What's going to happen, you're going to be liberated because you are going to make the choice. Now, because I know that I'm getting Libra energy, strong Libra energy, how do you make this choice? Let's just, you know, ain't nobody deciding for you but you, but what can help you to make this choice? Fish, okay? This is listen to your emotions. That's how I'm taking this. Listen to your emotions. Don't go with the logical choice. Go with when you visualize a future with this individual, how does it make you feel? That's all I'm going to say about this pile 2, that what is going to liberate you with your Saturn second house. Let's move on to pile number 3. Let's look at my timestamps here. Okay, so pile number 3 was Saturn in house number 3. What is going to come to liberate you? 5 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Knight of Swords. What? Thank you, universe. Gracias. I love you. Omnia. Okay, yeah, so we just went from 2 fucking kings. Now we have 2 knights, so this is, again, another decision. Also, the 5 of Wands here, if you have Saturn in the 3rd house. Now, let me just get a read on this, okay? It's 2 individuals facing away from each other. What I'm sensing here, this could be a multitude of different things, but with Saturn in the 3rd house, what's coming to liberate you now, your Saturn in the 3rd house, there was some conflict in your immediate environment, in your social life, perhaps in your interpersonal relationships. There was some sort of conflict that I feel is going to be resolved in this span of time, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. I'm not really, you know, it could be for a romantic relationship. If it is a romantic relationship, I will tell you the reason. The only scenario here, if it is romantic for you guys, is if there was like a third party situation, okay? Whether you were the third party, whether you were dealing with 2 individuals, or there was some sort of like that, okay? What's going to happen is let me just get this, because this is not really what I'm sensing for this, but I feel like it might be for one of you. So what about the third party situation? What's going to happen? Yeah, okay, so we have the stork. So you're going to receive some sort of message about an individual in a third party. It could be you in the third party. There's something, I'm also sensing like a pregnancy or something, just because we have the fucking stork, but it could also be a message. So that's for this third party situation. It could be you were dealing with 2 motherfuckers, and I'm going to say it, I'm calling out everything. There might be like a pregnancy involved with you and one of these individuals, or I don't know, something like that is going to happen, okay? Or it might already be going on, and you might have to decide that you're going to break it off with one of the, I don't know why, that's what I'm sensing. Or you're going to receive a message about one of them. Okay, I don't know. That this is a weird fucking thing, but I'm getting a little bit of a chaotic energy if this is a romantical situation. If it is a romantical situation, you're either there was most likely a third party situation, and there's going to be news about a pregnancy, and it might be or you might receive a message about one of them that is going to help clear your thoughts in regards to this situation. Okay, I'm really picking up that you might be the common denominator in the third party situation, and you've been kind of I don't know, you're kind of going back and forth with them. Okay, or it could be, I don't know, it could be a third party situation where someone else was trying to interfere in your relationship, but you're going to receive a message about someone. So someone might have been interfering, or a pregnant person might have been interfering in your relationship. I don't know how, like, I'm just getting this energy here, this like sticky energy. But you know what, let me go a little bit deeper with this, because I was not expecting that for you guys, for Saturn in the third house. Yeah, okay. So mountain. Someone might move mountains to be with you. You might, okay, some of you might be involved in a pregnancy if you're in a third party situation, and the other participant in the pregnancy is gonna move mountains to be with you. Or you're gonna, I don't know, this is a weird one, guys. This is a weird one, because I'm sensing that there's going to be something that liberates you with this. Or it could be, okay, so here we're going elsewhere, because I just saw this. Someone is going to try to move mountains to be with you, or a pregnant person is like a roadblock in your situation. And they're trying to move mountains to like push up on your energy. This could be a sibling. It could be, let's say you have a relationship with someone and your sibling is trying to interfere, not as like a third party in like that way, but they could be, maybe one of your siblings is pregnant or expecting a baby, and they're kind of involved in your relationship somehow, and they're causing drama. That's what I'm sensing. And this is not something that you have yet to find out about. You are going to receive a message about someone that's going to help you to make a decision to kind of end this chaos. But if there is a third party situation or a pregnancy or whatever, you already know about it. You already know about it. It's not, remember, because Saturn is, the point of this reading is what Saturn is liberating you from. So this situation is going to come out. It's going to lighten the load for you. But this is like, interesting here. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. I'm just trying to see. 2 of Swords. Yeah, a decision between, it might be a decision. 5 of Swords. Look at this. We got 5 of Wands and 5 of Swords. So yeah, there's some sort of petty conflict going on. So all of the scenarios that I just said, it could be that there's a decision that has to be made. And you've kind of been working towards making this decision, but maybe someone is interfering, or maybe you have like a relative, like a cousin or something, who's interfering in your relationship. But I'm sensing that either you're going to find out about a pregnancy, which you kind of already know is going on, but you're going to be your clarification, or a pregnant person is trying to interfere in your relationship, and this pregnant person is not involved necessarily in the relationship, but they might be a cousin that's trying to infiltrate. Or on your partner's side, they might have like a cousin or a sibling or a relative or a coworker, or someone who's trying to infiltrate from that angle. Like, this is such an odd thing, but I feel like you already have been working towards this solution, but it hasn't manifested into the physical yet. Because Saturn in the 3rd house, this can be, it's not a very stable place for Saturn, because Saturn likes, here it is, Saturn likes stability. Saturn in the 3rd house, you might have meandered your way along into a third-party situation, or you might have had a third-party intrusion coming into your situation. Maybe you just had a baby and some motherfucker, a third party, is trying to tell you how to raise your kid or some shit. I'm really, like, this is so specific, but it's like there's so many different scenarios. But you haven't spoken up. You felt restricted to say something, but this is something that you already know is going on. So whatever this is, this intrusion in a relationship, or it could be, you know, obviously it could be for you. Maybe you've been trying to tell your sibling or someone how to raise their kid, or there is something weird with that. And I feel like maybe you've been telling someone, no, you should be more disciplined with your child, or you should be more relaxed, or whatever. And I feel like if that's the situation, if you were the one that was giving advice to someone about their child, I feel like what's going to happen is that they're finally going to come to you and say that you were right, but there was like a conflict, and you're sort of be like, I told you so. Or it could be if someone is trying to interfere with like your children and your whatever, it might be a sibling butting their nose in, like throwing in their 2 cents when ain't nobody asked for that. They're going to finally realize, because you're going to have the opportunity to really speak up for yourself and say what you want directly, so that you can nip this situation in the butt. And if it's a third-party situation where you have 2 individuals, and let's say someone is, because I'm not sensing like a big drama where it's like that. Maybe you are with someone and then someone else is trying to come through. It could be someone who is like the father or mother of your child, and they're trying to butt into your new relationship, like, and you're gonna finally tell them, like, listen, you know, but you're gonna say it in a way where it's gonna get the job done, and they're not gonna bother you no more. Okay, I'm sensing this type of energy with this group. So that was a lot. Let me just get one last thing of advice for you guys here. Yeah, the Magician. So you hold the power in your hands. The Magician also representative of Mercury, 3rd house, Saturn, 3rd house. So definitely you are going to, when you tell this person off, or whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, this is something about you communicating about a relationship or a child or sibling, something like that. Someone has been interfering, and it's been going on, and you're finally going to have like the magic words to say. They're just going to come to you to liberate you from the nonsensical nonsense of the situation. Because again, I'm not picking up anything major. It's just sort of like gibberish, garbage, doo-doo funk going on, and it's going to be nipped in the butt. Okay, so that was for you guys, group number 3. Let's move on to group number 4. Okay, guys, group number 4. Let's see what is coming to liberate you with Mr. Saturn. Judgment. Oh, yeah. Death. Holy Jesus. Oh, my goodness. All these are so... What? 7 of Cups? I love you, universe. Thank you. Okay. So, what is coming to liberate you, house 4? Saturn, house 4. Clarify this 7 of Cups. Key. Saturn in house 4. You are having a transformation. You're having the opportunity to live your dream life. Saturn in house 4, I'm sensing this might be like your home experience. Your home experience is changing. You're going to possibly move house. You're going to possibly move in with someone. You're going to possibly take off and just travel around the world and like leave your house for a while. But there's definitely something that's coming here that was like a lifelong dream that you might have never had the opportunity to experience before, and it's something that you've been fantasizing about and something you've been dreaming about. So I'm sensing you already kind of know what this is, or it could be literally getting keys to your new home. Some of you are going to have some sort of shift of your home life that's liberating you, but it's something that you want, and it's something that maybe you thought was a missed opportunity, but then it's going to come back, and you're going to be given the key literally to open this new door for you in your home environment. So there could be a whole lot of different situations, but it can be something like literally you are receiving keys to a new home that you've been dreaming about, but it's something that's metamorphosizing already within you, and it's something that you've been thinking about. And I'm sensing that this is something that might have to do with like a dream of yours, or it could have been something in a past life that occurred that you really want to experience in this new life now. You're not necessarily sure why you're drawn and pulled to this, but you've been daydreaming about it for a while, and it has to do with stepping through doorways and portals. And I feel like also you might become, this could apply to what I just said with the moving house, but for some of you it might also be, if it's not moving house, some of you are going to feel more at home and comfortable in your body, living your dream life in your physical vessel in the third dimensional realm, because you've been fantasizing about this change for a while, and it's time to reinvent yourself. It's time to resurrect yourself. And what I mean by that is your home is your physical vehicle, right? Partially when you're in the third dimensional realm, because your soul is like, you're kind of like, your body is your fucking home, right, essentially. So this is about you being more comfortable in your skin. It could also pertain to moving house or whatever, but this is something you've dreamt of for quite some time, and you are going to be given the key to liberate you, to actually feel safe and comfortable wherever you are. I'm getting Sagittarius energy, so some of you might be, let's say if you are that scenario where you want to travel abroad and you don't really want to have a home base because you're so comfortable that you feel comfortable in your home vessel, okay? You feel comfortable in your home vessel, so it don't matter where the fuck in the world you are. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, whatever the fuck, right? And you are just comfortable where you're at. It doesn't matter what your surroundings are, what the four walls around you are. It's you comfortable in your own skin, and you've dreamt of this moment for quite some time, and now you are just going to be comfortable and stable everywhere. And this is something that you've been fantasizing about for quite a while. So that's what I got for you guys. Group number 4. Let's move to group number 5. It's my timestamps here. What was it? Okay, let's see. Group number 5. Saturn in house 5. 3 of Cups. 5 of Cups. The Fool. Okay, so some of you might be in the process of mending a broken heart, or some of you were recently heartbroken. This is not something that is coming up, so you already know about it. That's what I got for you. You've already known about it, and I feel like you've been heartbroken in a certain area. You feel like something, like right now your life is not in the state of joy where it should be, because there's something that, like, you were happy, you were content, and you were kind of having a good time, but whatever reason, it could be a different scenario for everyone. But in this state, like, you've been kind of like, you've been wondering where your joy went. Some of you might have been in a state of depression, because 5th house is like fun and exuberance and childlike enthusiasm and things like that. And then with Saturn there, some of you might have been focused a lot on misery, to be quite frank, and there's really nothing like miserable going on, but some of you might have been thinking about sensationalizing your past, like let's say your younger years. I don't know why I'm getting that. So some of you might be in a point where you feel, or you think, or you assume that you're going through like a midlife crisis. Now wherever that lands for you, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting. So it doesn't matter what like age and earth years, but some of you might have sensing that you're going through a midlife crisis, like you're trying to find yourself because you feel like the past was more joyful than what you're experiencing now. So it's not that anything necessarily bad is going on, but you do feel a little bit heartbroken because you're reminiscing over the past. And what's going to happen is a new start, a fresh beginning for you to start living in joy again and in fun again in your third dimensional realm. So that is the energy that I'm getting here. Now, it's not like a strong pull towards anything romantic or work or anything like that, but yeah, so Broom, it's time to clean up all of this negativity. I feel like there's going to be someone maybe spontaneous entering your life, or if you know someone spontaneous, they might be able to help you pick up the pieces. Some of you might want to be doing emotional clearing if you have Saturn in the 5th house. I'm feeling like now is a good time to do sort of like a spring cleaning, but in your psyche, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm really picking up here, because you're very focused on the past, not necessarily what might have been, but what once was, and that shit ain't going on anymore. And like I said, it's not that anything negative necessarily is going on here, but you're creating your own heartbreak in whatever scenario, because you think that before was better than the now moment, and you need to sweep that shit away. So some of you, I feel like you might, I don't know why psychic detective just came into my mind. I don't know, it might resonate with someone. I just call, so when we see the Fool card here, we know that something unexpected, an opportunity is going to present itself to you. So I'm sensing that some of you have been thinking about doing like spiritual cleansing, spiritual healing. You might randomly come across like a spiritual teacher that can help guide you more into your own happiness and your own state of being, rather than you focused on the past, you being present, you being here now in the moment. And you're really going to have this emotional upheaval where you suddenly realize, it's like an epiphany, you're going to have a light bulb moment that's going to liberate you, and you're going to be like, now is the only moment. So if you're thinking about happy memories from the past, you can know that you can make even greater memories, right, that your future self is going to look back on. But you create your memories in every moment. You're creating, what are you creating right now for your future self to fucking remember? Are you creating happiness, or are you creating heartbreak? And it all depends on what you're focused on. So you're going to have this light bulb moment where it's going to be like sweeping the chimney, clean sweep. And it's sort of going to be like your light bulb moment, like your psyche is going to be cleared of all this residue of past, like thinking like, you know, you already had your glory days and you can never have fun like that again. Nip that shit in the bud. That shit, something is coming through, or someone is coming through, or some spiritual healing is coming through. A psychic teacher, someone, a sensei, a guru, someone is coming through that's going to help you to clear up this clutter. That's what I got for you guys. Group number 5. Let's move on to group number 6. Saturn in the 6th house. Let's do my time stamps. Okay, so Saturn in the 6th house. Ooh, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and 9 of Wands. Okay, so we have the 9 and the 10 of Wands, y'all. So I feel like some of you might have been moving away from some sort of burden, just because we have Saturn 6th house energy here. It might have something to do with your physical health. It might not be, but it might be something that was physically bothering you. Some of you might have had like an issue where you really felt like you were carrying a weight on your shoulders, or there might have something to do with your back, okay? What do they call it? The discs, right? There might be something with that going on that you're moving away from. And I'm sensing that if you know, the general reading, but if you have been having any sort of pain in your physical vessel, discomfort, look into the spiritual meaning of it, because I'm sensing that you looking into the spiritual meaning of it, we know that energy manifests, right? So let's say if someone is having like a discomfort like around their I don't know, their heart chakra, right? They're having some discomfort. You want to look at what emotions are trapped within you. Or if someone is having something discomfort in their back, you want to look at what you feel like you've been carrying that's been burdening you, right? Because any type of physical ailment, if this pertains to you, obviously, that you've been experiencing, you're moving away from that. You're finding the courage and the strength to move away from that, and you're finding that just now. So if anything in your physical vessel has been burdening you, you are going to be liberated from that. So remember, just look into, if you so desire, look into metaphysical meanings of any type of ailment that might be going on in the physical vessel, okay? Because I guarantee if this does pertain to you right here, you are going to find something interesting. Louise Hay has some, I don't know, a book, or, well, she has a lot of books, but if you just Google Louise Hay and then you type in like physical ailments or something to that effect, it's like there's a whole list of what she says, like physical ailments and where they come from energetically. So some of you that might be of interest to some of you, but you are moving away from this energy here. Because I feel like you might, I don't know, I'm sensing like a physical type of thing. I mean, obviously with the 6th house here though, but yeah, and then you're going to feel like light as a cloud. So let's say some of you were having a sensation of like you were struggling, like, you know, you really felt like you were carrying the weight of the world on your fucking shoulders and shit. You are going to be feeling like light as a feather very soon, because I feel like whatever's been going on with you physically, no matter what it is, it could be something minor too. It doesn't have to be a major thing. You know what I'm saying? It could be something as so minor as like your toe itches at certain points, right? And you're like, what the fuck is going on? But if you look into that, you might see, like, is it your right foot, your left foot, which toe is it? And then you might come to some conclusions there, and then you are going to have something to celebrate. So some of you, if this does have to do with health, you are going to be cured of whatever ailment that is when you look into the metaphysical connotations of whatever it is, even if it's just a minor annoyance and it's nothing crazy, but you are going to be having something to celebrate with this. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. You're going to be released of any type of energetic blocks that have been manifesting in your physical vessel. Okay, I'm just looking at the metaphysical meanings. I'm really picking that up strongly. So I got for you guys group number 6. Let's move to group number 7. My time stamps. Okay, Saturn in house 7. Ooh. 3 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. The Moon. Okay, so 7th house, 7th house. Saturn in the 7th house. Okay. Stars. So some of you might be having a wish fulfilled, something that you've been applying physical effort to, something that you've been working towards in the 3D. Now, of course, we do work energetically all the time, but I feel like this is something that you've actually been applying effort to in your 3D realm. Okay, so whatever it is, if you've been trying to do a job or a raise or a promotion, I'm sensing that it's coming here and you are going to have that fulfilled. This also might be, you know, because you do have Saturn in the 7th house, this might have something to do with like a relationship. I'm not really getting a strong pull towards a relationship, but it could be. But you are going to be coming into some sort of weird stroke of luck, you know, whatever, if you want to use that phrase, but you're not going to know that it was a stroke of luck until after, but it's going to feel good while you're in it. It's going to feel like you're living your dreams while you're in it, but you're not necessarily going to be able to pinpoint what happened, because I'm sensing like a flutter of activity. So some of you might be traveling, some of you might be going out on a lot of dates, some of you might be going to the bar, to the club, whatever the fuck. Some of you might just, I'm sensing like a flurry of movement in a positive way, but I'm sensing that also this could be like a work related thing where you're gonna succeed somehow in your workspace. I'm getting like a work environment. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I'm sensing it's more of like something to do with networking, or perhaps like if it is a relationship situation, you might meet someone at a networking event. But I'm sensing a flurry of activity, like you are trying to achieve this dream in your physical realm domain. Whatever it is here, you've been working towards it, and you know what it is. You know what it is right now because you've actually exerted physical effort into achieving this, and it is one of your great dreams, but you don't maybe see how it's going to be fulfilled yet. You might be in the process of manifesting it. Well, you are in the process of manifesting it because you're always in the process of fucking manifesting, because everyone fucking is always in the process of manifesting, but you don't really see how it can happen, and you're not meant to see it. Like the universe delivers the how, right? Boom, 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 boom. All you do is you put in the energy, you one track mind it, you know what I'm saying? And you don't waver from what the fuck you're trying to create, but the how is up to the universe, and that is what is being delivered to you. Now, again, it's going to seem weird. It might not seem like it's occurring when it's occurring. You're just kind of riding the wave of this flutter of activity that is coming through for you. You're riding the wave of it, and it's something joyous. So I'm really picking up like networking, or it could be, if it is a relationship, it could be something where you and your partner are like opening a business together, and then like shit just keeps moving and moving. Or again, like I said, some of you might meet someone at a networking event. But the key with this group here, what's going to liberate you, is you are finally going to see the yielded success of the effort that you've put in physically. It's already manifested in the ethereal. So keep doing what you're doing, and take every opportunity that presents itself to you. Every opportunity. Take it, take it, take it. I'm telling you, this is what I'm seeing for this group here. Any opportunity that presents itself to you is going to move itself towards your dreams, even if you don't see the how, even if it's something so simple as you go to Dunkin' Donuts one day instead of Starbucks and you don't know why. Everything on your path, even if it seems out of character, is leading you to what you have been striving to achieve in the material realm. So it could be with a relationship too. If it is a relationship, I'm sensing you're going to meet this person, like I said, for the 8 millionth time at some sort of networking event, or while you're doing some work, or while you're working on something, a project or whatever, or while you're at work. Someone might call you or text you or visit you. It's something to do with work and taking chances and relations with others. So enjoy every moment and take up every, you guys said in the 7th house, don't hibernate. If that's what you've been doing, get out there and seize the day, right? Or seize the night, whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Go out there and say yes to everything that you are invited to. That's what the cards are telling me, because it's going to present you with something that others might see as luck, but you know that you deserve it. You've earned it because you've been manifesting it in the physical, okay? But you're not going to necessarily know the how. Just trust and know that everything is leading you towards your goals. That's that for you guys, group number 7. Let's go to group number 8. So those of you with Saturn in the 8th house, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's definitely money coming to you. There might be, 8th house, this does have to do with like other people's money and shit like that. So some of you might be receiving an inheritance, or you might be bestowed a gift from someone. They don't have to, pass away. Like it could just be something that they offer you, but this is really other people's money. Or some of you might meet a wealthy partner, or your partner might offer to buy you a house or offer you some sort of stability or something like that, okay? That is going to make you feel emotionally satisfied, because I feel like some of you guys might... Okay, yeah. Thank you, universe. Okay, so yeah, some of you are going to be receiving an offer that's going to emotionally fulfill you in terms of relationships. Some of you might have been going at it alone for the longest time, or you thought like you were doing things all on your own and no one was helping you. Or maybe if you've been in a relationship and you felt like you were on your own, blah, 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 your partner's finally going to step up to the plate. But your days of doing things on your own financially are coming to an end, because I feel like some of you might have been emotionally burdened by that, because I'm sensing that you guys don't like asking for help, especially in the area of like finances, whatever, because you want to have it all like, look like you have it all together. And you do look like you have it all together, but someone is going to come in. I'm sensing a romantic partnership, something like that, and they are going to help to soothe some of your day-to-day things that you have going on in your life experience, okay? It's going to be different for everyone, but you're going to be offered something, or someone is going to gift you with something, or you might receive an inheritance or something like that. That's what I'm picking up here. So I really see that there is this forward movement in a way where you're going to be secure right now. financially stable, where you could actually focus on building your emotions and feeling good. Because I'm sensing for a while you guys might have just been focused on getting your fucking coin, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but you kind of isolated yourself. You kind of shut the door on anyone assisting you or anything like that, because you wanted to do it all on your own, or you felt like you had no one. But someone is coming in that is going to offer you this stability. So it could be literally like you marry someone who's very wealthy and they take care of you, or you receive like a surprise gift, or it's something to do with that. But you are going to be gifted in a loving way. So it's going to be love infused with money. And I mean, who doesn't fucking love that? You know what I'm saying? Love infused with money. And you are going to be at a place where you are financially stable, where you now have the time and the energy to build upon your relationship. So it could be maybe even you have a partner and they receive an inheritance, or they receive a large gift, and then, you know, they share it with you. And then it kind of lets you guys put the focus back on your relationship. I have to see what this song is because it's so fucking pimp, but this is good vibes. Holy fuck, yes. Fuck yes. So this could be, if it is like your partner receiving something, and then like now let's say they can retire early, you can retire early. Now you guys are going to have the opportunity to focus on your relationship rather than just focus on the daily grind. Go to work, come home, go to sleep, whatever the fuck it is, okay? So something, a big blessing financially is coming in to give you the opportunity to focus on love and your relationship. And if you're someone that you don't want to have a relationship, whatever, it's going to be more along the lines of this gift of love is coming in with the money, and then you have the opportunity to advance in, like, let's say your social network connections, or, you know, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know why I'm thinking tea party, but that might resonate with someone. So as I got for you guys, group number 8 with Saturn in the 8th house. All right, my time stamps. Okay, those of you with Saturn in the 9th house, let's see. Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands. Oh my god, this song is so fucking amazing. The Emperor. We have a lot of fire energy. Holy Jesus. Some of you might be Aries, Leo, might be Sagittarius, but I'm sensing a lot of Aries and Leo shit. So we have, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so in the 9th house, plus you guys have it in the natural fire house, the 9th house, Saturn in the 9th house. Some of you guys, now I'm getting every group is different, you know, that's how we roll here. Some of you are going to be able to explore a place where there are palm trees and pyramids, whatever the fuck. Some of you might have wanted to go to Egypt. Some of you might have wanted to go to visit the Mayan pyramids. There's going to be someplace palm trees and pyramids, or it could be one or the other, right? So some of you might go to Egypt, some of you might go to Barbados, I don't know, right? Neville Goddard always talks about Barbados, right? So that's what I'm sensing here, and you're going to travel, and you're going to travel swiftly. Now, some of you are going to get to explore this whole new world, right? This whole new world, and you're going to know that everything is your kingdom. This is some sort of, like, you might have been limited from traveling, right? You might have been limited from traveling, 9th house energy, okay, fire energy, but now you're going to get the opportunity to travel someplace with palm trees and or pyramids, or both, okay? But there's a lot of movement coming here where you're going to be able to explore the world. So I'm sensing like a big travel energy for you guys. It could be with a partner, it could be with friends, whatever, but you are going to have the opportunity, because in the past you felt like you were hindered by finance, or lack of, let's say, motivation to go, or lack of anyone who wanted to join you on these travel excursions, endeavors, whatever. But now you are stepping into your power, and you're claiming all of these areas as yours. Some of you might make a pilgrimage to a place where you had a past life, let's say in Egypt, or it could be where, you know, Mayan civilization, or Incan civilization, or Aztec civilization. I'm sensing pyramids, bro. Pyramids and palm trees. Okay, and then we have the moon. So, yeah, some of you, was the other one called Machu Picchu? I don't know if that's how you say it, but whatever, it is now. Yeah, so you guys, you're gonna, there's gonna be something with a past life that's coming up. Or if you're absolutely certain that you're not physically going to travel anywhere, you might astrally travel to a place where you had a past life, and you are going to see your past life former self, and it's going to help to liberate you into opening up and expanding the joy of your kingdom in this lifetime now. But for a lot of you, I am sensing like a physical travel. Some of you, by the light of the moon, I'm really sensing if you do go to any of these places that have pyramids, wherever it could be, you know, there are plenty of places that have pyramids. It might not be one that I specifically mentioned. There are plenty of others, but there's going to be some place. Some of you might go to Stonehenge. Some of you might go to Easter Island. Some of you, you're going to go to a place where there's crop circles. Some of you might be going there. A high magnetic charge. A high magnetic charge. Some of you are going to be going to these places, pulse points in the fucking Gaia, right? Yes. Because you felt like you couldn't, and you felt restricted, but you are going to get out of your comfort zone. Oh, homie holmes, you're going to get out of your comfort zone. So whether it's like astral travel, let's say you decide to take a trip without fucking leaving your fucking couch, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see these places, and you're going to have resonance with that, and that is going to set you free. But something is going to set you free. It could be a past life. It could be something to do with, like I said, traveling to any of these places. And sometimes, I believe it was David Icke. Yes, it was David Icke. I forget where he went, but he said that he had his spiritual awakening when he went somewhere. I don't know where I don't even remember where the fuck he went, but he went somewhere, and then he said he just stood, and then boom, it was like a whole shit ton of information hit him. Like it was like a wave of supercharged ethereal energy, and then boom, he just had clarity, and he knew that he had had an awakening, right? Because he stood in some spot. I forget where it was. You could look into it if you want to, but that's the energy that I'm sensing with this pile. You're gonna stand in some place, legit, homie. You're gonna stand in some place, or it could be mentally, right? If you're traveling in your mind, but you're gonna stand there. You're gonna have this awakening, and then you're going to claim your entire kingdom. And for some of you, that you actually are going to places that have pyramids, or let's say Stonehenge or Easter Island. A suggestion, what might behoove you, obviously do what you want, do what you're comfortable with, but going there at night might be very cleansing and purifying, and you might receive more clarity by the light of the moon, okay? Interesting group. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you guys. Group number 9. Let's see Saturn in the 10th house. Okay, those of you guys with Saturn in the 10th house. Princess of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, oh, Jesus, 4 of Cups. Okay, guys, so, you guys, I'm really seeing you're gonna receive some offer from someone who you dealt with in the past. It might be romantical. This is, I feel like, okay, guys, I feel like, okay, you guys are Saturn in the 10th house. I'm really picking up like a love situation or an opportunity for partnership, because someone from your past is going to come and return to you. Someone that I'm sensing that you might have made peace with them, or you're going to be able to make peace with someone from your past because they returned to you with this offer, okay? Wow, so we have Stork. We got this for one of the other groups. Some of you might be building with someone. Oh my God. Okay, guys. So you guys, what I'm sensing here, right? Because Saturn governs the 10th house Capricorn, right? But we know that Libra is, Saturn is exalted in Libra, right? So Capricorn, 10th house, 7th house Libra, they're connected, right? In a way, okay? So that's why I'm sensing this love energy around this. Someone is going to come through. I feel like two different scenarios here. Either you've made peace with your past, with whoever this is. You know right now who the fuck you know who the fuck they are right now, I'll tell you. You made peace with it, so they're going to come back with an offer of something, stability. They might want to, you know, they might want to have a baby with you. I'm just saying they might, okay? They might want to do that, or they might want to offer you some sort of stability. They might start, they might want to start building a nest with you. This is either someone who you've made peace with from your past, or this is someone that you're thinking about now that you haven't made peace with. And again, you know who this motherfucker is. But as soon as they come back, it's like it's going to offer you that smoothing over. That's going to offer you that peace here, because they are going to offer you something. Now, it's up to you. You know, we do have the Four of Cups. So if you choose to accept it, that's on you. If you choose not to accept it, then you are at least going to have the tranquility of knowing that at least the offer was made. I don't know, that's going to resonate with someone. But someone from your past is coming back, and I'm sensing it's more in a romantical thing. Or if you have a child already with this person, it might be them, okay? If it is absolutely none of those scenarios, again, I'm sensing like a love peace offering. This might be someone that you had a past life with, that you were with in, you know, how many years ago, which is all going on now, but whatever. And they are going to come through, and they are going to make you an offering. And, you know, I'm not saying you're going to accept it or not, but an offer is going to come through, and it's going to have to do with something with like either a past love that you had in this lifetime now, and you know, either they're going to come back to you because you've made peace with them, and they might want a fresh start with you. They want to build something with you, and they might want to live with you. They might want to share their life with you. I don't know, because remember, Saturn, 10th house, this is energy of like, this is midheaven, right? The 10th house. So this is going to be something where it's, they want to build a legacy with you. Someone wants to build a legacy with you, and they're coming in. They're coming in with this offer. Now, I'm not saying you're going to accept it, remember, but if it's not someone that you've already known, then it's someone that you knew in a past life, and because you are so at peace with yourself, that's why they're coming in. They're coming in when you're at peace. They're coming in when you've made peace with the situation. If you have not made peace with the situation, and you know who I'm talking about right now, this motherfucker, they're coming in hard body, okay? They're coming in for you, and it's going to help to bring you peace in the situation. It's going to, I don't even want to say give you closure, because if you're at peace with the situation, you're kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've already kind of given closure to yourself, but there's be some sort of like smoothing over. Like, you're going to find out that they really do want to build with you. Okay, this is someone who's coming back in, and they're offering you something because they want to build a legacy with you. 10th house, Saturn, they want to show you off to the world. They want to be like, boom, like power couple status. And again, if this is not someone that you already know, this is someone from a past life, and they are going to come in. And if it is someone from a past life, what I would say, if they do want to build with you, okay, don't play your cards so close to your heart, okay? Don't come into it with the energy of suspicion. Come in with it with like an open mind, because I'm sensing that some of you might not believe this person. That's what I'm sensing, because we have the Four of Cups. So some of you, again, you know, whatever energy resonates with you, but if you don't trust this person, because I'm sensing you don't, you might not believe them, but it is pure and it is genuine. They do want to build with you. So if you are sensing like a little bit mistrustful, whatever you're going to do, you're going to do, but just know that they are genuine and sincere with this offer. They really want, yes, they do want to build with you. So that's what I got for you guys. Saturn in the 10th house. Let's go to Saturn in the 11th house. All right, Saturn in the 11th. You know what? 7 of Pentacles. Where's this? Strength. 6 of Pentacles. So we have the 6 and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so Saturn in the 11th house. I want to get a little clarity here. What's going on with you guys? Okay, Clover. So those of you with Saturn in the 11th house, what I'm sensing here now is kind of like you expanding your spiritual knowledge, all that you have gathered and learned with your friends, with your peers, maybe on a social media platform, something. This is a time for you now to plant the seeds into others' minds. And what I'm talking about, planting the seed, when you've had a lot of spiritual epiphanies and things like that, and you realize now that you hold all the power over your third dimensional realm, and now it's the time for you to share that knowledge with others, because you've kind of evaluated. Some of you might actually be like literal teachers or gurus or something, instructors of some sort. But you guys, now it's time for you to branch out and share your knowledge as a whole. Because remember, 11th house is like friends and wishes fulfilled. Because I'm sensing that you guys might have had like recently a lot of wishes fulfilled, or at least you know how to fulfill your wishes and you're chilling in your experience, and you are not limited by like what anyone thinks of you, right? Because you understand that everyone is your friend, right? Because what you project out is what's reflected back to you. So if you go into something knowing that no one is judging you because you're not judging anyone, then you are going to receive that back. And now it's time for you to plant your seeds of knowledge, all of the spiritual prowess that you have acquired throughout whenever. You know, it's time for you to share that wisdom with others, because I'm sensing that you might be in like a role model type of vibe, or you might be, I'm sensing like a, you know, it could be social media, public platform, something like that, even if it's just starting like a, I don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like you just start a Patreon or some shit and you start sharing your knowledge on there, right? Whatever works with you, and you'll know what the fuck it is, but it's time to start sharing your knowledge, because motherfuckers will be genuinely interested in what you have to say, and it can really benefit a lot of individuals. And I'm sensing also here there might be some individuals in your personal life that they might actually be wanting to seek your counsel. So I'm sensing here you might let's say you're a little trepidatious about, you know, starting a fucking public platform, right? I'm sensing that there is someone in your close proximity personal life right now, it could be anyone, that if you can help to heal them, okay, some of you might be Reiki practitioners, if you can help to heal them, you kind of, I don't want to say practice, because you know what you're doing, like you know what the fuck you're doing, but try it out on someone you know who you sense has some anxiety, but do it in a way where they don't necessarily know what you're doing. But let's say someone calls you and they're anxious or some shit, it's like you're not going to tell them, no, you need to do this. No, you're going to like smooth it over in a way where it just sounds like they kind of thought of the idea themselves. That's a very specific message, but I'm sensing that's for you guys if you are trepidatious about starting your own public platform or going into the healing arts or something. Practice on someone close to you, because someone close to you might approach you with something in an anxious way, and then you're going to see in that moment that you're able to kind of fix them or fix their anxious thoughts, and then you're going to see a noticeable change in them, whoever it is close to you, or it might be multiple individuals close to you. But start with someone that you see as close to you that is a little bit anxious, and I guarantee you that is going to give you, if only you feel trepidatious. If you don't, then just, you know, I mean, you could do this too, but whatever. But that's going to give you the solidification that yes, you are on the right path, and yes, you can do this for others. So that's what I'm sensing here, you guys. Group number 11, very specific. Let's go with group number 12, Saturn in the 12th house. Okay. Saturn in the 12th house. Ooh. What do you guys got going on? Justice. The Devil. King of Wands. Okay, so what is going on with you guys here? Some of you might resonate with Lucifer. Some of you. I'm definitely seeing that. Dog. Okay, guys, this is very specific. This is very, very specific. It might not be for everyone, but who it's for, it's for. That's why I call everything, you know, I go some nuntios. Lucifer is your friend. Okay, that's I'm just saying that's what I'm just saying. It might not be for everyone, but this is a strong, I feel like this might be some of you really might resonate with dark energy, dark gods and goddesses and things like that, because you guys have balanced the pole. You know, Saturn in the 12th house is very spiritual. 12th house, in my view, is the most spiritual house. It's the house of self-undoing, where you become less of your ego persona, and you accept that you are all with one with all, right? Because you are the all, so you know that there's really no separation betwixt you and anyone else. So Saturn there, it might have been in the past where you might have sensed that you were kind of stuck in a vacuum of spirituality where you felt like no one understood you. So again, I'm going to say, Lucifere, he is your friend. Yes, he is. Only if that resonates with you. If it don't resonate with you, pay no mind to it. You'll know if it resonates with you. But yes, so some of you that resonate with that, he is the light bearer. He is the morning star. So he is holding the torch ready for you, homie, so that you can come out into the light where you don't need to hide your spirituality. This is for those of you that have resonated with you've been hiding your spirituality. So this is sort of you undoing everything that you've already learned. This is you having balance of the poles. You understand that the material realm and the spiritual realm, they are one and the same, because the ethereal is just the unseen, but it's very much as real as the tangibly seen of the third dimensional plane, right? This is a very spiritual pile. So what Saturn coming through is saying here, if you have not already, you are about to have this breakthrough where you realize that the only one that you have to undo is like the ego persona self. That self, that's the house of self-undoing. You just have to let that go. You are going to be letting that go. You're going to have a breakthrough somewhere in your spirituality, and you are going to see how at one with all you are, how at one with every situation you are, how when you are in true neutral, I always talk about the poles, that you understand that if you are the other ends of the pole, because the pole cannot be separate from you, right? Because if you are the all, you are the pole, and the pole has two ends. And if you are the all and the pole is a part of you and the pole has two ends, you are both ends of the fucking pole. My microphone jangled a little bit. It's okay though. Okay, so I'm telling you, with you guys here, just step into the doorway. If you have to call upon, I'm sensing a lot of like, I don't know, like night work, shadow work. Some of you might have been doing a lot of shadow work, or if you haven't, you are going to be understanding shadow work a lot during this time that we're talking about. You guys with Saturn in the 12th house, you're going to see how you had your limitations because of the ego persona and not because you weren't a spiritual being. So some of you might have been stuck in this loop, this mind warp of that, you know, you're a spiritual being, but you don't understand why some things played out the way they did in the 3D. But you are going to start seeing in the dark, that night vision. That's why I say, Lucifer, yes. Okay. You understand that when you become one with the all, that there is no shadow, because the shadow is the same thing as the light. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it is the all. You balance the poles. You understand that light and darkness are the same thing, different degrees. So I'm sensing you're going to have a lot of like internal revolutions where you are understanding spirituality on a level where you haven't before, in a way where you might understand some of your own shadows, whether you have shadow work to do now, or if you've completed all your shadow work or whatever. You know, one can say like you can work with the shadow every day, right? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like major things, you either have already emancipated yourself from it and now it's time for you to step out of the shadows, literally, or you are going to have a breakthrough during this time that the shadows are going to be brought out to light. So if you do resonate with like a dark god or goddess, you know, if you want to embody that energy, incorporate it into yourself to help you see through the dark even more clearly, then that would behoove you in the moment. But you are going to rectify the ethereal realm with the material realm, and you are going to start seeing puzzle pieces, how your ethereal energy actually concocted certain situations and scenarios in the third dimensional realm, and you're going to start liberating yourself of your own shadows, which might have hindered you in the past. So that's what I got for you guys, group number 12, those of you with Saturn in the 12th house. This is a long reading. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. I'm Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful stroll. We will chit-chat again soon.